5 agribusiness that needs little amount of capital to start with, and it is very profitable. Guys, I got a lot of message on this one. So many people asking me, Mose, which is the easiest agribusiness that I can start? I have a little amount of money, like even 5k, 10k, 15k, 20k, a little amount of capital to start with, but I need to help me with the specific agribusiness that I can start with this little amount of capital. On today's video, I'm going to show you 5 agribusinesses that you should start with a little amount of capital, even less than 5k. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you which agribusiness that you should start with a small amount of capital. Remember to subscribe this channel, My Farm with Most. I give a practical skills steps by steps. I also have PDF teachings or farm teachings in my. You can just WhatsApp my number there on my screen so that you can just offer your teachings. Depends. We have crop teachings. We have dairy teachings. We have poultry teachings. We have livestock general teachings. I offer it using my PDF teachings card. So let's go to our first agribusiness that it needs a little amount of money and it's very profitable. Guys, first thing let's talk, it's poultry farming. Yeah, all of you know this one, but hold on kidogo. Kuna kitu hapa nataka mjue that poultry farming is very easy to start, but it is very risky to start. It's very risky. Why am I saying it's very risky? Because poultry farming, when you just mess with the vaccination program, when you just mess with the daily management, when you just mess with the hygiene of poultry, of the chickens, you will just end up losing the whole flock of your flock. It does not matter hata kama uko na flock 500, hata kama uko na flocks your chickens hata kama ni 200. It depends with your numbers of flock you have chicken flock you have. Hiyo yote itaenda kama hauna vaccination, kama ufuati vaccination program. So that's how important vaccination program of chicks is. Mtu anaweza sema ati kwani ni lazima uvaccinate chicks? Kwani ni lazima? Sinaweza kaa tu hivyo. It's not a must to vaccinate chicks, but it is important, especially if you are focusing on the business. Unajua kuna mtu anafuka kuku. There is a person that just rear chickens. They don't care if it's perfect or even it's profitable in future, because chicken is a business. So mbona ukue unachezea biashara? Hiyo ni pesa umeweka. That's a money that you put there. It's a capital. So mbona uchezee biashara? So it's good for you to follow the vaccination program of chickens in poultry farming. So I will just, if you just want to learn the vaccination program, I will just make another video, or you can just visit my teachings there. WhatsApp that number on my bio, so then you can just order your teachings. Naongelea huko, I talk about vaccination program there. Unaweza enda huko uone, then you can just learn something. So number 1 is poultry farming. Poultry farming is very easy. Unaweza anza hata na even 30 chicks, even 50 chicks, even 100 chicks. It depends with your capital you want to start with. Because here in my village, or mind, I have the Kenpro and Saswai fund that I normally sell them at 120 Kenyan shillings each. That's about $0.8 if you are not living in Kenya. So that's a small amount of capital. So ni pesa kidogo. So that's how simple you can start poultry farming. It depends on the amount of capital you have. Simple. Yeah, that's first agribusiness that I can just guide you to start with a small amount of capital. The next, our second agribusiness is that you can just start with a little amount of capital, is sheep farming. Sheep farming is very simple. You can just start with a little capital, and it's very simple to maintain also. It's very simple, because sheep farming you can just find your fodder, kama ni maize, if it's maize, if it is silage, if it is napier, or if it is grasses, you can just find them, then you can just maintain them. But it's very simple also to start, because the small ram or even the ewe or even lamb that you can start with is less than let's say 8,000 there, you can just have you can just have a ram, or even ewe, or even lamb, any category that you want to start with, like of sheep. You see, that's how it's simple it is. We can just start with one, we can just start with five, depending to our capital. So those are those are the simple agribusiness that you can start with. We have poultry farming, we have sheep farming. Hiyo ni simple tu, unaweza anza na any of them. Simple structure, you can just build a simple structure for them. Sheep farming, yeah, in a depend with your woods, that you have. If you have the a lot of trees in your farm, you can just make a simple structure designed for them. That's how simple it is. Yeah, that's it. That agribusiness that need a simple little capital to start with is pig farming. Farming. So many people just fear rearing pigs, but I think this one is the most profitable agribusiness to start with, after poultry farming. Because think of this, pig farming, one pig farming takes 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 hours to give birth. Then pigs give birth about 10 or even 12, or even 15 piglets. So imagine, kama if you just in less than 3 months, you have about 10 pigs in your farm. That's a profit. So think of that one. If you have a ready market of these pigs, and they grow very fast. They grow very fast. Wanna grow haraka sana. So think of this one. Don't just see the environment of pigs. Unajua, someone can just say that pigs lives in a dirty environment, not conducive. Yeah, you can just see the pigs are so sensitive. They can eat their own children. They can eat children, but I think pigs cannot attack that children. They are not that wild like you think. Sio wabaya sana hivyo, but think of it as a business, especially bora tu umelisha, especially if you just feed your pigs well, you can just have the good business on it. So it's pig farming is the next agribusiness that you can start with a simple and a little capital to start with. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we also have the crop farming. Crop farming also is a good agribusiness that you can just start with a simple capital to start there. It's simple because you can just go there, you can just save some little amount, like even less than 10K. You can just save those amounts, then you can just go there and buy some seedlings. Yeah, like coffee, or even we have coffee, you have crops. Which other one? Like beans. Like beans are profitable also. We have coffee and beans, or even onions. I love onions so much. I add that onions are very. They have a lot of demands. They have a lot of demands. That onions, they have a lot of demands. So think of this: if you just have the onions, if you just plant the onions, go there and buy agrovet in your nearby agrovet, go buy onion seedlings, then you can just start your onions. It does not depend that it does not matter that you have a lot of money that you can start, or even start onions with 10 acres. Even one one point, that you can just plant onions, you can lead to grow big and big. That's how important is small amount of capital and run a good maintenance. That's how simple it is. Yeah, that's it. So that's why I tell you that it does not matter how much you start with. It does not matter how much you start with. It depends with the amount of knowledge that you have in that agribusinesses. That's why my BDF come in there. I have a few BDF teaching that will just guide you steps by steps on how to start a profitable farming. Because nowadays, farming is everything. Even if you're a teacher, you can just do farming. Even if you are a policeman, you can just do farming. Farming is it's not a retirement thing. It's not a retirement investment. So many people that back in 19 somethings, farming was just like a retirement investment for everyone. If you are living in a village, you are living in the town, then you can just come you are going to retire, you go to your village, then you do farming. But nowadays, farming is not like a retirement thing, it's a business, and it's very profitable if you just do it smartly. So if you are interested in my BDF teaching, just link not link my WhatsApp number is on my screen. You can just go there and order my teachings, my your farm teachings. It depends: crop farming, livestock farming, dairy farming, and poultry farming. Several, we have several there. Yeah, that's it. I know that you can just say, what about the dairy farming? Kwani ng'ombe si easy kunini kuanza. It's not easy to start with, but dairy farming, I am not saying that dairy farming is not easy to start, but dairy farming you need ng'ombe moja saini ngapi? Sini about 80,000 in calf area. But do we have another other types of cows there, or we have Frisian and others, but Frisian, we have Frisians, and we have those Asians and others, but the main thing is business. I don't think that this Kenyan one is more profitable, because it's very important to focus on the what do you call this, zero grazing thing, yeah, of dairy farming. Because when you just want to start dairy farming, I can just advise you, if you want to start dairy farming, you can just start with poultry. Then you can just say save poultry or sheep or pig or crops. Then you can save steps by steps, pole. Then uende kwa ng'ombe. Then you go to dairy farming, when you are stable. Because buying a in calf, if you are fresh, is about 80,000 or even 300,000 to start. So that's not I will not put that in a category of starting in a small business that you can just start with, agribusiness that you can just start with small amount of capital. So if you are interested in farm teaching, you can just call WhatsApp that my number there. Then you can just guide you with the farm teachings. Enjoy your day. Bye bye.